Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Screen Chronicles. I'm Steve, and with me, as always, is Colbstone, King of the North. And today we are talking about the new trailer for The Northman, a movie called The Northman. And The Northman, a comedy series that was on Netflix.
Yes, The Northman, man. I haven't watched this yet. Doing the reaction here. I'm really excited because I saw the poster and I sent you a picture as soon as I saw it. I was like, ooh, I need this in my life. I was like, ooh, yes.
And I thought you watched it, so I watched it. I have seen it. Colbstone has not here.
No.
And we're gonna react.
We're gonna react.
We're gonna see our weird faces making weird faces.
I say a couple things. I make a couple comments. Who knows? We're
talk
crazy
afterwards.
like that.
We'll talk afterwards. Give you a little scope on some of the things we do know about the movie and our thoughts.
Play.
Now, behold.
Ravens.
Oh, Ravens.
He's here. He's here.
Mother! Father is here!
The king, my lady. The king.
Nicole Kidman here.
It's Urban's wife.
And you cannot escape it.
Willem Dafoe. Looking all creepy like he does.
I missed you, my son. One day this kingdom will be yours.
Okay, good. They have
Thank you,
Scandinavian
Father.
accents.
My king.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Looking very Viking.
Training day up in here.
Oh, that looks like it hurt.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
No.
Shed your last teardrop.
Oh, he's like
Feel now.
Sears or something, or
I will avenge you,
whoa.
Maybe he'll be in a sequel.
Mother! I will kill you, Fiona!
I will avenge you, father. I
Oh,
will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fiona.
a little Uhtred vibe, a little Last Kingdom-ish.
Yes.
With family getting killed as a boy.
Such a hellish
Very,
place.
very Viking.
To find what was stolen from me.
And what is that?
Anya Taylor-Joy. I love Anya Taylor-Joy.
You must choose between kindness for your kin or hate for your enemies.
Your strength breaks men's bones.
Sick.
I have the cunning to break their minds.
Oh, she's some kind of seer or
Night by night, we will carry out my pledge of vengeance.
sick. Wolf.
I want that hat.
I love that.
He Uhtred him. He Uhtred him.
Save you, mother.
Oh, that's the actor's brother. I think.
I will kill you, Fiona.
Oh, that's the most Viking thing I think I've seen in a while. What?
Yes.
My jaw is on the floor.
All right. What did you think?
Oh my god! That was epic. That was epic. It started off too very real worldy.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were a few scenes that were super. I don't know what the word, supernatural or something like.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a vision or something though. I don't know.
I'd imagine it looked like when they were around the fire there. I'm wondering if we're gonna get some mushroom scenes going on here. You know,
They definitely look like maybe a couple people could be mushroomy people or seers. I don't know about Willem Dafoe's character. He looked like he was given some sort of prophecy. And Anya Taylor-Joy, who you might have heard me say, but I love Anya Taylor-Joy.
What's she up? What's she in?
First thing I ever saw her in is Split. With James McAvoy.
Sounds like a creepy movie.
That's the one where James McAvoy has the many different personalities.
Oh yeah. That was
and
a creepy
then
movie.
She was in Witch, which you wouldn't like. She was in an amazing new show called Queen's Gambit. She's actually been in a lot of stuff. She's in Hosier's new music video. I just love her. She's also, my girlfriend likes her too because she has Argentinian heritage. I think she grew up in Argentina.
Oh, okay.
Born in Argentina and lived there for a few years.
I did see that this movie is by Robert Edgers. He worked on that movie, The Lighthouse, which
Yes,
told me
I
to watch.
loved.
I've been meaning to watch. I've just haven't yet.
So he must be buddy with Willem Dafoe, because Willem Dafoe also plays a cool character in that movie.
And I think he worked on The Witch too, which you just said.
With Anya Taylor-Joy.
What were some of your favorite bits from it? What was your favorite bits from this trailer here?
Well, there's a lot to digest. So this is my first time watching it. I loved some of those battle sequences, looked amazing. When he jumped off the cliff, that was sick.
Yeah, off the ramparts, just
yeah,
flying aerial attack there. Just Alexander Skarsgård going through, shirtless, looking crazy.
He looks
just
ripped, insane, and just the whole premise. Now it is like I mentioned during the trailer, it's similar to, if you've seen The Last Kingdom, the premise of Uhtred. We meet him as a boy, something horrible happens to him, and he's gonna want some revenge in his life. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Fine with that. I'm sure it's not going to be the same exact plot as The Last Kingdom, but that is very, very similar.
I'm here for Bebember.
Yes.
My favorite parts, definitely him when he jumped off of the rampart there. Oh, and again, this guy clearly watched The Last Kingdom, because when someone threw the spear out to hit Alexander Skarsgård's character and he catches it, turns it around and throws it back, I was like, that's Bianca throwing the spear to Uhtred. You know? That was such an epic moment from the show.
Oh man!
I mean, we talk about how now when we look back and watch it, how it would never have worked across the battlefield.
I know we have some issues,
yelling, but
should. You know what we should do, dude? We should go get some spears and myth bust that.
We should definitely myth bust.
Yeah, I'll chuck it at you and see if you can catch it.
across a tailgating parking lot or something.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to chuck that thing and
Steve.
But anyway, so look at who we got. What a cast. Alexander Skarsgård. I'm glad they have somebody with Scandinavian blood portraying the main character. It doesn't look like everybody in the show. Well, maybe their ancestry is, but
I would
him
like
and
some more people who are Scandinavian actors now. And again, I don't want to be one of those people that's just like, everyone needs to be Scandinavian in this movie.
No.
Because again, William Dafoe, I mean, I love him. And he's going to play.
Not everybody in The Last Kingdom is Scandinavian either.
No.
But I mean, that's the thing about Viking culture, though, is it did spread like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't want a bunch of people with British accents.
Yes. It sounds like they're not doing that, though.
No.
They're not going the Thor MCU path where everyone just is British Vikings.
Right. But we know Alexander Skarsgård's brothers, a couple of his brothers, big family, and his dad really well. I'm not as familiar with Alexander Skarsgård. I know he's fairly established, but I just haven't seen a lot of the movies that he's been in. I've seen a couple, but
we've talked about he's in bigger movies, but none of them have stuck to the point where you're thinking that awesome character, that awesome actor. I saw him the first time in Tarzan, the live action that he was in, and I thought he did well, but the movie wasn't committing fully to graphic, gritty Tarzan with this brutal ape man, and it wasn't committing to Disney clean PG movie. It was it was kind of in between. And I think that's what threw off the tone and stuff, because there was moments where it was Alexander Skarsgård fighting a gorilla, and when he was growing up in the jungle, and it was those were the moments, and just fighting this other faction who wanted revenge on him. That was the moments where it was yes, this feels like the tone that this movie should go. But then there was also moments where there was a lot of forced comedy, a lot of CGI, big stuff, and so it kind of didn't land.
Yeah. And if you don't know Alexander Skarsgård, you'll definitely know his brothers. He has Gustav Skarsgård, played Floki and
Merlin.
So Floki from Vikings and Merlin from Cursed. And his brother Bill Skarsgård played Pennywise in It, which is probably the most recognizable character in the Halloween universe right now. Anyway, and their father, who did some work in his life, raised some very successful kids, a lot of them.
He's been in a couple small movies
He's
too,
been
right?
in, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh.
Thor.
Oh.
He's Bill Bootstrap Bill Turner. Really impressive family. I'm excited. I'm hoping that Alexander Skarsgård. I know he, like I said, he's already had a good career, but I'm hoping this movie like sends him right up there with his brothers because I feel like his brothers are more recognizable.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I've seen it. But
yeah,
anyway,
this looks like it has potential to take off too, because it does still have that sort of creepy historical realism vibe that this Edgar Roberts guy seems to be going for, or Robert Eggers seems to be going for. But it also has the epic scale of being in a Viking setting where you have a battle and this tale of revenge and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that this kind of helps boost the director and this actor as well, and the other actors too.
This after watching the trailer could be a movie I try to go see the first night.
Yes,
that's how impressed I am by that trailer.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
I might. That was amazing. That was one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. Now I will say, we have learned our lesson.
Green Knight.
Do not with the Green Knight. The Green Knight had the most epic trailer, and it was a bit of a disappointment to us. Not to everyone, to a lot of people. But I don't see that happening with this movie. Because
we just get Green Knighted again. We're just bored.
Everything in the trailer was just in the first 2 minutes of the movie, and the rest of it, they're just sitting around a campfire talking,
just talking, just aimlessly getting captured.
But man, does it look? It looks epic. I mean, looks like they're going to siege some kind of fort, some kind of fortress. They got wolf hats.
Yeah,
it's like wolf cloak that they have was so sick.
And it looks like they're going for some like realism with this, as far as when Ethan Hawke's character rolled up, he had authentic helmets and chainmail, which we don't see a lot of chainmail. One thing I do love about The Last Kingdom is all the realism, but it seems like they went to the more dynamic textured leather costumes, but really chainmail back then is what you want if you want to not die in a fight.
The costumes looked awesome. The helmets, they weren't the ones with the horns on them. They looked like actual Viking helmets looked.
Alexander Skarsgård, though, it's also kind of Viking, though, because I think Berserkers, I think they're real. That's a real thing from Viking times where the people would be shirtless or even naked going into fights, just losing their minds. So, I mean, it's still something kind of true that he would be going in there just bare chested. But also, I mean, the dude has been working out and he's like, I'm gonna be doing this, and it looks savage, which is what you just associate with, Viking warriors, right? It's just savagery.
It looks sick. I'm so excited for this.
What
a cast. What a cast.
It does. It looks like a great cast. And again, it looks very reminiscent of The Last Kingdom to me, as far as it does have that realistic feel. There's the main hero, his parents are dead. At some point, it looks like he's going to be a slave rowing on a boat. He's storming this fortress, revenge on the person who did this to him. He caught the spear. I mean, it does feel like there could be a lot of Last Kingdom inspiration, but hopefully that also just makes a lot of other people watch The Last Kingdom if they haven't.
That'd be great.
Who watch this show or this movie rather. But it's, I mean, again, it looks awesome. Those are all the things I want. And just the like, look at that crazy ritual around the fire, and there's some shields you see there.
Totally. And the shields look great. The weapons look great. Everything about this trailer looked.
You think we'll get
awesome.
A shield wall?
Don't tease me. Don't get my hopes up, Steve. Don't do this to me.
Little shield wall call?
We should get a shield wall.
Shield wall.
Don't get my hopes up like this, Steve. Not so close to Christmas.
So close.
This will be coming out April of 2022.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Says YouTube in theaters. And I'm excited to see a little Anya Taylor-Joy being weird like she does.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those crazy dream sequences and stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like what in the trailer looked supernatural. I'm thinking those are the moments that were, because otherwise it looked pretty grounded.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think we're gonna be, actually making it into a fantasy movie, but I bet you just so they can touch.
We did have the two ravens flying in, and if Odin,
Yeah, I'm super excited to see this. I'm glad you liked it too, because I saw it and I was like, this looks pretty awesome. So I'm glad that we got to wait till now.
We got a lot of things, movies and stuff and shows to look forward to this upcoming spring. Wow.
There's too many.
I know. There's too many. But this is another one added to the list. Tell us what you thought of the trailer. Are you excited? Are you excited to see this? Are you Vikinged out? Are you like fatigued? We're not.
Are you someone who is a fan? Tell us what your favorite Viking show or movie is. Maybe it's something we haven't even heard of and you want us to check out. Let us know.
Yes. Yeah. Or even anything from that time period. It doesn't have to be, Viking. It could be even, more Saxon or even, no, I was just kidding. No, but we really like period pieces a lot.
Yes. This is right up our alley. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite moment from the trailer was. And otherwise, it's like we always say, goodbye.
Goodbye.